Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review A Gangster's Kiss, which is a new crime comedy coming your way from writer-director Ray Burtis. And this film focuses on Jack, who's cast in a new gangster film, and his buddy Danny gets him to shadow an actual crime family, and of course, it's gonna go bad. Overall, this is a really funny film for most of it, and there's a lot of laughs. These characters are big and charismatic. Their banter back and forth is a lot of fun. It feels very much like that kind of early Guy Ritchie kind of gangster films that he's been revisiting lately with like The Gentleman and stuff like that. Except there's a little bit of a twist in terms of like Jack's not really a gangster. He is just a guy. He's an actor who's getting caught up in this world. And there's twists and turns along the way. Things go wrong in some crazy, wild kind of ways. The narrative keeps you on your toes. It does lean into gangster movie tropes that you've seen before, especially, like I said, in Guy Ritchie films. You can definitely tell there was certainly some influence there. You have some good performers. I think most of the cast lean into their characters well, bring them to life, have fun with them. You have some veteran actors like John Hannah, who seems to be popping up in a lot of films like this recently, these smaller British gangster movies, and there's a lot of personality on display here. Outside of it feeling a bit familiar, I think one of the biggest challenges is tone. I think as this film shifts into its third act, it gets a lot more serious than the rest of the film was leading up to, and it kind of loses its sense of humor. It's a hard shift. It's a hard thing to buy into, leading up to an ending that's might be a little bit hard to process because it's so much of a tonal whiplash that you're getting put through as you navigate this narrative. Despite the fact that it gets a little muddled in terms of its tone into its third act, into the climax of the film, it's still a fun ride. It's lean. It's an hour and 21 minutes with credits, so it's not a big time investment either. It's a fun ride. It's a crazy ride, and there's a lot of charismatic people in this film on screen, on display, and sure, it definitely feels a little dated in terms of some of its world perspectives with these characters, but to be fair, these characters probably would be having that kind of perspective, and it plays with that specifically. And in the end, this is a wild little ride into this gangster world from this unknowing and pretty naive actor. But those are my thoughts on A Gangster's Kiss. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.